We are here to talk about dignity for incarcerated women, a huge issue, not just in the state of Connecticut, but nationally. And we're here today just to lend some light and to elevate the issues and the concerns around how women that are incarcerated in this state are impacted.
Today I want to speak on behalf of the hygiene products that are issued within the criminal prison system, within the criminal system. It's not that we don't get hygiene products. So let's make that clear. We do get them. We are issued them. We are provided with some. We also are provided with them on a commissary. However, the ones that are given to us by the state within the prison are not enough to sustain us through our menstrual cycle. And I say that because there's a lot of women that have, everybody have a cycle that's different. Not everyone is the same. And sometimes our cycles last 5 to 7 days or even longer, depending on the situation and the person. For instance, I was diagnosed with having fibroids and didn't even realize that I had them until I had a time where my cycle was extremely heavy, and it was a problem because even though I bought sanitary napkins from the commissary, it didn't last. And when I asked this correctional officer if he was able to give me more, he told me no. And he said, well, you shouldn't have never came to prison. And I think that was like an inhumane statement for him to make to me as a woman going through natural cycle of life.
This is a much needed bill. It's long past due. I was quite shocked when I initially found out that pregnant women are shackled. That was just, especially during labor. So I stand here in staunch support. I thank the people standing behind me, the folks seated in the room, for being here. And just to kind of bring a summary to all of this and the reasons why this legislation is so important. First, the shackling and restraining of pregnant prisoners is common, despite the policies that currently exist, like the one here in Connecticut, on the transportation of pregnant and postpartum inmates. Second, the shackling and restraining of pregnant women is widely opposed. The American Medical Association, the American Public Health Association, the American Civil Liberties Union, the National Commission on Correctional Health Care, the Rebecca Project for Human Rights, and the National Women's Law Center are all strongly in opposition. Additionally, the Federal Bureau of Prisons, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, the U.S. Marshal Service, and the American Correctional Association have adopted policies to limit the use of restraints on pregnant prisoners. So they recognize that it's a problem. Third, restraints are a health risk to incarcerated mothers and their unborn children. Let me say that again. It is a health risk to the mothers and their unborn children. And regardless of how we feel about these women, these kids didn't ask to come here. And I think that we have to think that this is not just about the mother. This is about the unborn child, and this is about the family and the extended family and the community. So let's remember, this impacts all of us. Fourth, shackling pregnant women is a violation of constitutional law and international human rights standard. Violation, constitutional law. And finally, restricting the use of restraints does not jeopardize safety. The majority of women incarcerated in the U.S. are incarcerated for non-violent offenses. These are not murderers. They're not dangerous. The damage that they have done has mainly been to themselves. And then they go to prison just to be subjected to more violations. It's kind of hard for me to listen to this stuff, and it's not that I don't know about it or I haven't heard it before, but to have a physical person standing in your presence that has that testimony, I can't express enough that this is inhumane, it's barbaric, and it has to stop. And that's why we're here today, to really speak, not truth to power, because people know the truth. They don't care about the truth. I'm here with my colleagues and these activists and everyone in this room today to speak power to power, because it's time that we get this done.